Hello everyone, I'm Defudge3004. Welcome back to Planet Crafter. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. I always enjoy having you here. Sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and let's get into some gaming. So, in case you have not heard, Planet Crafter 2.0 is now out, and there are some major changes. I looked around a little bit at the base, and I'll show you some things here real quick, and then we'll go over the Steam page for a quick minute, and we'll go check that out. So I logged in and stuff, and started doing things, and I turned around, I was checking stuff, there, and I noticed that down there, it's like, what the heck? I don't remember putting that on there. Well, because in here, that's the first thing that is in there is cobalt. So it shows what is in there. In here, there is aluminum, and that's the first thing that's in there. So that's really cool. It shows pictures of basically what the things are in there, and they may not always be the things, but they're the first things. And so now you can have an idea. So if you just put like nothing but iron in here, you'll have, it'll show you what is the first thing in there. If we swap those things out, then it will change. So I think that's really cool. You don't have to like label that anymore. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but you can if you want to. So there is that. So we have that going on now, and there's a whole bunch of things with that. So I think that's actually pretty awesome, and it is seemingly running a little bit better, and you can see all the cool stuff. This one I was like, wait, is that the first thing? And sure enough, there it is. So there's a whole bunch of things happening here, and I think that's really awesome. So I also, excuse me, went and looked outside, and I'll show you that here too. This looks completely different than what it did look. I love the dried looking ground, like drought and all that stuff. I think that's awesome, or just really dry ground. So that looks really, really good. And I just think this looks really awesome. There are some major changes. The skybox has been changed a little bit. And there are some really awesome things. These things are no longer like a gray. They're more of a cream colored now. Those spires right there. So that's awesome. This looks really good. The grass is even like popping a little bit more, and things just look really, really good. And there are new things that are going to be around. We'll have to go over there and check that out too. There are some new areas added and everything else, so we'll have to go and look at that. But I want to go over the notes real quick before we get into it too far, so that way you can see some of the things that have been added. So I'm going to go ahead and go over that real quick, and then we will get into the game. On Monday, April 6th of 2026, they released the 2.0 update. So that one is now out, and the new content, a new biome on Prime. We're not on Prime. We have a long ways to get back to that. New decorations to build, new portal locations, etc. Improved graphics, better skyboxes, terrains, vegetation, water shaders, all of that stuff. New features, third-person mode, and jetpack for the rover. So your rover can fly now if you want to do that. I don't know how to do that yet. I don't think we have to be pretty high level to do that, but I'm not sure. Improved performance, RAM reduction, CPU, GPU improvements, and improved gameplay, improved rover durability, better construction snapping, new animal creation UI, lots of quality of life features. Community requested features, usable beds, rounded glass floors, teleporter, list sorting, and a whole lot more stuff. There is a update, a video, and I'll link all of this page on this the YouTube page, so you can go check it out in the description. So this update should be compatible with all the previous saves as they usually do. And then down here we have the full changelog. Planets in the sky are now the real other planets of your solar system. So we have the other planets that now we are actually able to go to. Prime added a whole new biome, search west of the map, and then Prime improved multiple biomes and reduced texture clipping, new shaders, vegetation, terrain, sky, water, and waterfalls, new items, rover jetpack chip can be bought via the trade rocket or found in portals Rex. Okay, so we'll have to go through portals. I didn't know about that, now I do. Lockers, shower, toilet, arcade machine, vending machine, lava lamp, aquarium tube, all kinds of new stuff found in Portal Rex. Rounded glass floor. I noticed that, but I didn't think that was anything we had, but now they have that in their game. And the rounded fence and arch. So unlocks on Selenia. Both these unlock on Qualis and Selenia for the rounded fence and the arch. A genetic synthesizer allows to visualize the animal before creating it. I had seen about that. Humble improved some biome with more starform robots and added a wreck. Selenia added a cave and a new aluminum biome and improved rover to make it more grounded and more drivable. Added the ability to lay in bed. In single player, it will save the game and restore the daytime to the daytime. I guess restore daytime. Added the ability to reorder the teleport designations list, new environmental and changing sky events, one spawn site for toxicity when creating a new game in the prison. Okay, cool. One new spawn site for humble when creating a new game. Landing site. All right, so we have to create a new game, but I'm not going to get too worried about that right now. We've come quite a ways. New screens on containers that display the first items inside of it. Okay, that's what I thought, so that's what is happening. Added 2 new rooms to procedural Rex, pools, and arcade room. Cool. Performance improvements, GPU, memory, and CPU, and building improved foundation snapping to pod doors, improves stair snapping to pod doors, improved foundations and living pod snapping, improved building in the Megadome, improved launch platform placement, better tutorialization and explanations, icons for oxygen, life, and thirst now blinks when low. That's cool. Optimizers now indicate the number of machines it affects when hovering over it. We don't really have that on Humble right now. Blueprint chips can now be deconstructed and will give circuit boards. That's cool. Improved construction menu. The planter tier 1 can be placed in Megadome. Okay. Increased toxic container capacity from 72 to 80. And then all kinds of other things here, as you can see. Some fixed issue with drone not updated if drones are constantly returning to station. Fixed issue with drones not moving to another drone station. Genetic frogs cannot be harvested with the harvesting robot on Prime. Newly constructed genetic extractors, 15 inventory slots. Food fixed scan for portals available with gamepad on Moon. So if you're using gamepad, you can check that out. Fixed issues when adding drones to displayers. Tweak tree spreader generations to improve interest of tree spreader 2. Increase chip model size to avoid problems when dropping. Change planet visualization of Humble. More red than before, so I was right. It is quite a bit different. Increase trading price of all sellable items. Improved default gamepad bindings and multiple other fixes and improvements. So that's awesome. So now there's lots of things that we can do and check out. I just want to go over this real quick so you can see some stuff too. And again, you can watch the video on your own time whenever you're ready. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go over there. I want to go see what the heck has been added over here, because this definitely looks new, and I do like the colors. It is very awesome. That must be Prime, Aqualis, and that's gonna be, I don't know what one that one is. I don't know. That could be, I guess that one's Aqualis. That's probably Selenia, and that's probably Prime. Oh, what the heck? Wow, look at this. This is like crazy. There's like all kinds of new stuff here, man. This is... What the heck? Wow, that's a big old chunk of iron. Holy moly. So it looks like there's all kinds of new things. We cannot get in that guy, it looks like. Okay, that's cool. So he's kind of wrecked. That's pretty awesome. I do like these, whatever they are. I don't know what those are exactly, but those are there. Looks like the things are a little bit bigger, so that's awesome. And there's some new things. Whoa. So that's a tier 1 heater. Okay, that's cool. Looks like all kinds of crazy stuff around here. And it looks like we lost our habitat. That was right down here. That's perfectly fine. That is, they changed everything, so, that does happen, and that's okay. And it looks like there is just some new stuff here. Oh, is that the habitat? Is that our habitat? That is our habitat. Holy moly. Okay, we're not going to be able to get into that habitat at all because, you know, it's all being blocked off right now, and that's the way that it goes, I guess. It looks like there's all kinds of stuff over there. That's crazy. Okay, we can get rid of that. We can do all kinds of stuff. This is very, very... Oh, wow. Third person. All right, so by clicking the middle mouse button, you can go to third person. And now we can kind of see what we look like on the front. Yay! How do you like that? My oxygen is actually dropping very slowly. That's pretty crazy. I do like the water. That looks really good. I can't drink it still because I need a chip or something for that. But notice my oxygen. It is hardly dropping at all. That's pretty crazy. We haven't even got the oxygen up yet, so that's good. That actually means a lot more exploring. Ooh, this looks like snow here. It's just like really white, you know. It doesn't have the same look that it did before. I think that's pretty awesome. This looks really good. We're gonna have to go still a little stuttery in places, I guess. That looks really, really good. I do like what they've done. This is awesome, and I do like those planets. So that's definitely a Qualis because they had the ring around it. And that's the moon of Selenia. Okay, I think I said that. I know I said that before, but it just occurred to me. Okay, and one of them is also toxicity somewhere around there. I didn't see that planet back there. That's awesome. This is way cool. I do like this. This is pretty doggone awesome. Things here look pretty much the same, but the color is just a lot better than it used to be, it looks like, or at least it seems to me. Okay, we still have a ship to go to. We have to go get that figured out. We're going to have to go make sure we have enough food and water. And I want to open up some blueprints so that way we can, you know, go see. Area lamp and shredder machine and big living compartment. Okay, so we have all of that. I don't know of any more chips that we have. I can go look on the vehicle in a little bit, but first I want to make sure that I open up, oops, there's one more right there, these, that way we have them, and then we can know for sure, you know, that we got everything opened. As far as I know, that looks like pretty much everything except for that one there. Okay, let's open up these so that we have this, and then we can, you know, go do some more things. Map information rocket, tier 2 jetpack, awesome. Tier 2 GPS satellite, and tier 3 agility boots. Let's go see about those agility boots. Hopefully we'll be able to do those. I think we can do those. We should have some explosive powder, so let me go see if we can do that. Alright, let's go ahead and make this tier 3 agility boots so we have them. That's awesome. That's going to help. Now we can actually probably run quite a bit better, and that's going to be good. That's going to really help out a lot. Now we also have some room with some things. Looks like we can put away one of those, and we're going to need a little bit of silicon just in case we have to build a place. While we go from place to place, you never know, we might have to. All right, let's go find... Oh, hey, silicon. How do you like that? I really like that. That is so awesome. It makes it so much easier to do things and actually kind of know what the first thing is. So if you know you put something in there, then you'll be able to find it. Let's go and have that. And then we should probably think about taking some more food. I'm not going to get too worried about those. How much room do we have in our food chest? Not a lot. Okay, but that's perfectly fine. And these things are not quite ready, so, you know, they're close. They're just not quite ready yet. And we still do have at least 2 food and a whole bunch of space food and a little bit of water. We should probably grab some more water. We also need another titanium. And we can get that. That's not that big of a deal. Okay, that way we can make a place if we need to. And I'm going to grab some water. So we're going to need it anyway. And then we'll just grab those. That way we at least have them, then we don't have to worry about them, and I'll make sure the oxygen is up, and we'll head back up there to that ship and go see if we can hopefully try to finish off that ship that we were in the last time. So it looks like they have some more of those those carts or whatever in the heck they are out here. I don't think there's any way that we can actually, you know, how do we get the heck out of there? There we go. Open any of these, but they do have them, and it doesn't look like we're able to break any of them down. So I think that's actually pretty awesome. Looks like some of them have also been pretty badly wrecked. A bunch of stuff here. That's awesome. So they kind of got, you know, badly damaged. Okay, that's some pretty good stuff there, I do gotta say. There'll probably be some more crates and stuff around as we go, so, you know, that is pretty awesome. This is awesome. I do like this. This is great. They've actually added, but the game has always been great anyway, but they've added a lot of really good stuff. And the vehicle does seem to actually be a little bit better now, and that part is actually awesome. Looks like that ice and all that stuff just looks quite a bit better, and the visual improvements are pretty astounding, I do gotta say. Alright, let's go back into here now, and let's just go see if we can... Whoa. So where in the heck is our light? Probably has been F the whole time, but I just totally forgot. You know, playing a lot of other games, everything changes, and I think it's F. So, F did it. Now, we need to go back through here, and there's some areas back here that we did not go through. But everything looks so shiny back here. It didn't look this way the last time. So I think that's actually pretty doggone awesome. Hey, we'll take those Terra tokens. Heck yeah, we'll take the aluminum, and I think I'm just going to leave that stuff there for right now, and I don't know if there's actually going to be anything back here. The trash can still won't have anything in it, and then we're going to have to go see. There's that area that we need to go through. Ooh, holy moly, so it looks like they added a whole bunch of Terra tokens. That's awesome. Some good stuff. Let's just go ahead and drink that water. We have lots of water on the truck, so that's good. Let me just go ahead and break that down. Okay. And then we're going to have to probably break down this one too. All right. Now we are... Oh, I see. Right back here. Yep. So it looks like we've already found the good stuff. Good. Now, let's just go ahead and take those Terra tokens, and I'm actually going to take that. I'm going to take that, and now we just have some other things in there, which I'm not going to get too super worried about. We're going to have to take an oxygen, because we don't have a lot of choice in that matter. And it looks like there's a whopping lot of stuff in here. Some good Terra tokens. Good. Awesome. Okay. Then looks like there's some pretty good seeds here. Okay. Then there we go. We have oxygen multiplier fuse and some sulfur. We'll take that, and another blueprint microchip. Now, we are probably going to need like some other squash and stuff, so I might as well just go and grab some seeds. And we will need another mushroom, and then I'm going to load up all of this stuff into the truck. And I think, besides going upstairs, most of this place has actually been, I do believe, mostly done, as far as I can tell. But we'll have to go upstairs and really just go make sure, because maybe it is not. Sweet. This is really good. I do like this. This is awesome. I really like the changes that they've done, and I think it's good. It's really going to help, you know, get some things going on the world, that's for sure, and hopefully we'll have some awesome things to work with here very soon. Okay, I'm actually going to drop those cobalts. Don't know why I have them. Make sure our oxygen is up, so that way we have that, and let's go back in. Let's go see. I'll worry about that room back there after a bit, 'cause right now I'm just going to try to see if we can get through a good area of this. And let's go up here. I think we did almost all of this up here, but I really don't recall for sure, so we're going to have to see. Okay, sinks and everything else. It doesn't look like there's much here. There's, you know, all those things, but we can't get them. Couple of containers that now we can get in. I don't know if we could get in those before. And I don't believe we can actually get that guy either. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I guess we can. Yay, we just got a effigy and Alica, whatever it is. And we're going to have to make the fuses so that we can, you know, open that stuff up. Now I just need to work on getting these chests done and getting this stuff back here emptied out. That's not going to be too terribly hard to do. I don't believe. Open big safe. Okay. We cannot destroy those, and that's perfectly fine. I didn't really expect to, but you never know. I thought that maybe there was a chance. This is good. I do like this. This is amazing what they have done. They have made the game a lot better. Like I said, it was always a great game, but now it is quite a lot better from, you know, from what it was, and it's still one of my favorite games. All right. We're going to have a whopping lot of stuff and a lot of plants and all of that stuff, so that's going to help. And, whoa, I didn't want to do all that. Okay, and then we'll put in all of this stuff, and we'll get all these things put in. Let me go see about clearing the rest of this out, and then we will have to head back, and maybe we'll have some stuff ready to go. Just about ready to destroy the last chest that we have, or take the last chest. There is still another chest or two, so I'm going to drop stuff in our base, our little base here that we have, and then we can, you know, gather up the rest of the chests that are now empty, so that we have a little bit more iron. Really don't need all of the iron, but we'll go and take whatever we can. And it looks like there's quite a bit of stuff that we do have, and that's awesome. So we have a whole bunch of plants, and we have a whole bunch of those Brillia tree seeds. Whole bunch of things in here. We probably don't really, like I said, need them all, but at least we do have them, and that's going to help out quite a bit. Not going to worry about those so much because we don't really need those, but we can if we want to. This way we know this wreck has been done, and then we don't have to worry about it. Everything has been cleared out, as far as I know, and we went through everything. We haven't got, like, the trash cans and all of that kind of stuff, but I'm not going to get too terribly worried about... Oh, shoot, I guess we do have some more. Okay, well, I guess I thought I was done. Not quite as... Holy moly, guess I'm not quite as done as I thought I was. Well, continue doing and get this done. The chests sometimes had lots of Terra tokens in them still, so there is that. And then, of course, there was another chest over here that I totally did not even see until I was heading out. Now, everything here should be done. And if we can, I want to see if we can... Okay, we need a tier 2 deconstruction. And that's fine, but at least we know that we can get that. Now, we have a lot of stuff. I want to take back some of the more important stuff that we are probably going to need very soon. So we have that. We can't use these multiplier fuses or anything, so that's okay. But we'll probably take, you know, like I said, the most important things. And that's going to be good. That's going to help us out. That way we have all of this stuff. And there is quite a bit of stuff on the truck as well. As you can see, it's pretty doggone, well, it's not pretty doggone full. It is full. I'm going to take out that, and that way we can get that done as soon as we get back. Now we're going to have to head back and go see if we can open up some more stuff. And there's also some other areas we could probably go to. I just don't know where, you know, we need to go right now. Looks like there's going to be some other interesting things out here. I didn't get lost this time. But I also don't know where those big robot things are because I actually made the right way this time, and that actually helped out quite a bit. So let me get back home. I'll make sure my oxygen is up, and then we will see if we can do anything at the base to help ourselves out. On the way back, there is this little base here that we have been by, but it has changed. So now there's a whole bunch of these things here, and as far as I know, we're not able to get inside of most of them. Although, oh, read a message, huh? Offline, okay. So that one had a message, but it wasn't able to do anything with the drone or whatever. And there's that big ship over there, and then down over here, there is another place. Our rover's right in between. So I thought that we would come over here too. There's that ship, and oh, so this is okay. There's another one. We'll take the microchips. Okay, that's good. So it looks like there's some almost look like reactors or something. I don't know exactly what those are on there, but that looks very interesting. This is pretty doggone awesome. I do gotta say, they have really done a heck of a job making this freaking amazing. Let's go and see about decoding a few microchips now that we have this. So we're gonna get these done. Okay, tier 4 mining, fence, and okay, tier 2 blueprint pinning. So now we can do even more pinning. That's great. So now we have even more stuff that we can do in here. And I don't know if we have the tier 3 backpack or no, we have the tier 5 backpack. Okay. So I guess we built that one upstairs, and it looks like there's all kinds of good stuff in here now. So the tier 2, we don't have the methane yet because we can't get any of that stuff. For right now, we don't have any zeolite either. So that's something we're definitely going to have to work at and go see. The tier 4 mining speed, we're going to have to make the tier 3, and we can actually do that one really easy. And then we can make the tier 4. Okay, so right now we have the tier 2, and we're going to have to go and see about making the tier 3, and then we can make the tier 4. We'll make this one first, so that we have it. So the tier 3 will be done. And then we are going to need some osmium and some more super alloy for tier 4. Let's go ahead and do this one now for the tier 4, and then we'll have it, and that's awesome. Now we can mine stuff a heck of a lot easier. Looks like there's some good asteroids coming in, which is awesome. Yeah, let's go over there. Let's go see. I don't know exactly, how it's going to be or anything, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have the basic stuff here, and that's fine. I also want to go see if maybe we can put a back door on here. And then we can get back in there. We can get things out. We need a silicon. We should be able to get a silicon from somewhere. And then we can put on the back door. Okay. Let's go and see about putting that door on. There we go. Now we can take that door off. And then we have that. Alright, now this one has some pretty good stuff in it, so we're going to go and do that, and then we will take this other stuff. I don't think we will take everything, not quite. We'll go get the blueprint done, we'll take this place apart, and then we'll have at least this done. Maybe we can move it to a better place or something. And maybe there'll be some other chests around that we can, explore here soon. There are a bunch around, and I don't know if we're actually going to have more stuff in them or not. Okay, let's go see about this. Let's go do the blueprint. Okay, tier 2 equipment increase. Okay, cool. So we can put on more equipment for the vehicle. That's awesome. Now we have a whole bunch of stuff that we can actually put in, and that's going to help out a lot. Okay, we got all that in, and I think that we're actually getting relatively full again on things, which is fine. We're definitely going to have to think about getting some things put away and all of that, so that's good. Let me get some plants put away in that, and then we will continue clearing out some more stuff. We got rid of that base now, so that way we don't have it blocking up the view or anything. And looks like this is like part of a trailer or something that they were hauling this stuff on. And I don't know exactly what they were going to do with it. But Looks very interesting with everything that they've done. This over here, it's like there was like rockets or something they were building. That's very interesting. Okay. Open storage crates. We'll take that. We're gonna go see offline. Yep, that definitely looks like a rocket. Okay, that's cool. Then there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. This is crazy. I do like it. This is awesome. So it looks like a lot of the chests have actually been refilled. What in the heck is this? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's interesting. That's a nice array there. Holy moly, that's good stuff. So we have some more chests to try to get from around here, and that's going to be awesome. That's going to change things for sure. I didn't know what that was. It was just the cobalt. Man, there's all kinds of stuff happening here. I do like the sky. The sky looks amazing. There is some pretty awesome changes with this. This is great. Let's go ahead and decode this. Okay, that one actually didn't do anything. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with that, so I'm just going to go and stick this guy aside, and then, of course, we'll stick aside whatever we can and try to, you know, keep ourselves from wasting anything if we can at all help it, you know, so that way we can get that stuff a little bit later as we open up more things, which we will. Okay, we have a whopping lot of stuff. This is amazing. I really do like this, and I haven't even worked on the vehicle yet. We're gonna have so many chests. This is insane. I do believe that we're getting ready to unlock the tier 1 algae generator. That should unlock at 2.0.1, and then we can have that, and hopefully we'll be able to get some good stuff from that, but we got to go see what we can do with it. So that should be coming along here in just a quick minute, and then we can have that done. There it is. All right, Q. Let's go see what we can do with that. Okay, we can do that. That's actually really easy. Let's just go ahead and see if we can get this. I already do know that we have the bioplastic. So we're going to grab that. And then we have this here. Oops. I moved the seeds and everything else. So we have that. And then we have some other really good things happening. And looks like there is... where's it at? It's gonna be in here. We need one of those, and then we also need a super alloy. Okay, now we have everything. Now we can go get some algae, and that's gonna be good. Let's just go down here, and I'm thinking let's go to this water over here. I think this will be really good, and maybe we'll even go over here to maybe the slightly deeper side or whatever, and see if we can put in one of those down here. Then we'll get this in, and then we don't have to worry about it. So we should be having algae, and that's great. So now we have that. How much energy does that take? 'Cause we're getting fairly low on energy. Really not a whole lot, but the oxygen's going to come up, and 13 energy. Okay. And the plants will also be coming up as well. So that's going to help out quite a bit. So I guess we're going to have to get some more stuff done. We're probably going to have to launch a couple more rockets. But we got to get some other stuff happening first. So we're going to be having algae come up, and that's great. And then once we have the algae, then we'll be able to actually make a whole lot of the other stuff, because we just don't have any algae, and then we can begin making fertilizer. We have everything else. We can get the sulfur. I do believe from over there, quite a ways up over there, we can get the sulfur, and that's going to help out a lot. And then we should be able to start really moving along at a pretty good clip. And that's going to really be awesome. So then hopefully you'll be able to start getting like water life collectors and all that stuff in. And then we'll be able to start getting, you know, the creatures and all of that stuff, the insects and all that different stuff like that there. We do have enough energy for right now, but we're definitely going to have to think about putting in some more soon at some point in time. And I also did make a beacon for the base, so that way it's easier to find, because sometimes you get a long ways away and you can't quite see what it is you're looking for, and so I just wanted to make sure it was easier to find our base. We have a lot of stuff going on. There are a lot of changes here, and I am very, very excited for the changes. There's all kinds of chests to recollect, and I think there's probably going to be good stuff in them. The truck is mostly empty. There's food and water on it, so that's actually really good too. I don't know what's going to be up behind our base again. We're going to have to probably go take another look here soon. And then we can begin really, you know, expanding stuff. We can always move the water thingies if we need to, so we can expand our base and continue moving forward and get some other really good stuff done. So this is Planet Crafter. Thank you for joining me here. 2.0 is out, and they have made some massive changes, like the planets and all of that stuff. So those are the real planets that we can go to. And that one's probably toxicity by the look of the green, so that one definitely has to be primed then. And Selenia, and of course Aqualis. So we have all of those happening, and this is pretty awesome. The colors are great, and a lot of the colors are actually vibrating, really, or not vibrating, but, you know, really vibrant and all of that stuff. And there's some new areas to go and check out, and that's going to be pretty doggone awesome. If you've enjoyed this episode, drop a like on the video, and I will talk to you next time. You have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.